Sam and Clarissa. Erie St.Vinyl, here in downtown Massillon. And I have so many questions for you. Because like I said, I've been wanting to come in here for so long. And it's a really big deal for me. And I feel like I'm like overstimulated, but I'm also really excited. So I guess for starters, because it's kind of an oddity to have this day and age, to have any sort of record vinyl store.
Yeah.
So how on earth did this start? That's what I want to know first.
Well, my husband and I have always been collectors. We really delved into our record collection during the shutdown while we were both home from work. And this building became available. We own our bomb next door. So my husband looked at it, was like, whatever. And the wheels started cranking.
And you were like, I don't think whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think this would be a good record store.
Yeah.
Record stores are somewhere him and I in our early 20s while we were dating. We loved seeking local shops out, going out to eat. And I don't know. I think it just kind of all.
It was special.
It was special, and I don't know. We were just. He looked at me like, oh, you're doing this.
You were actually going to do
Yeah,
this,
we're
huh?
gonna do this.
Oh boy.
I knew then it was. Yeah,
It was happening.
time to get busy.
Well, so how has it been then? So, owning a record store right now in this day and age, how is that, has it been successful? Has it been hard? Has it
Well, I think small business, local small business, whatever it is,
Sure.
the hustle is real, and you have to let go of your ego completely and just work hard, because I know the only reason why people are going to come here is the space I've created and the products that I'm here.
You have an amazing atmosphere.
Thank you.
When I walked in here, I wanted to live here. I do want to live here.
This place,
I do. Everyone wants to live here now. So, and then this cute little puppy is a huge added bonus to being here.
It really is.
Oh, don't worry about it. She's fine.
She's great.
Fine. Like, if you don't love this dog, don't watch our show. That's fine. No.
Who
Because
couldn't?
she's so sweet. But yeah. So okay. And so, how long have you been in this space then?
We bought this building in March of 2021 and started construction. We did everything. This is our aesthetic. This is an extension of our home. My kids are here after school. Like it has to be. It has to be a cozy space.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, all of that went into it. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm gonna do this whole interview while I do this because I'm strong.
She is.
Well, and
Look at
she
her.
hangs out here. She's like your mascot.
She
So
definitely
she hangs out
is.
here, but she's a good dog.
She is.
And she when we came in here, she's a good dog. When we came in here, she was timid and scared to talk or to be around us. But she's kind of become your little mascot, and I don't hate it. I think this is the most exciting thing I've done all day. I'm just saying, and she's just so cute. She just happy to be alive, happy to be here. So tell everyone about what kind of records you do carry though, because it looks pretty like a huge array.
Yeah, I throw out a big net. I like to focus on independent music, mostly independent rock. I like to source my albums from as close to the artist as I can. So whether that be a record label, a smaller distributor, it's, we have music at our fingertips. And figuring out how to respect and honor music consciously, you got to do a little work. And so yeah, the independent music is
So you're like sourcing this from the artists.
as close as I can. As close as I can.
That's a big deal. Well, obviously you're not hanging out with B-52s. You know what I mean? Like I get that. But you have them here.
Yeah.
But you also have probably smaller art or not as well-known artists.
Right.
But it is very difficult. I myself make music, and it's
Right.
difficult to
Yeah.
have yourself put out there and have somebody support you in that way.
Right.
And that really does affect them directly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's almost like, especially with all the like controversy over like Spotify,
Yeah.
and is it really mine? Do I
Right.
own it? That kind of thing.
Right.
A record is something you can hold.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite part about records? Tell me that. Tell me what your favorite thing about the sound of a record or whatever it is.
Records keep you present and in the moment.
very similar about that. And I'd say, like, I have a big record console at home. I literally, this is what the big difference is. You're like, oh, I gotta get up and flip that thing. You know what I mean? And that's not something that we necessarily grew up doing. Our parents might have grown up doing that, but we didn't necessarily grow up doing that. And so it really is an experience.
Right.
It's something that you could hold in your hands. It's something like, just even like, oh my gosh, Chicago, okay? Like, we don't have the rights to Chicago's music, but the thing about it is, like, to know that you can hold it, look at it, like, really, like, the smell of a record, I'm passionate about it too. Like, it's just great.
Yeah, and artists, I mean, when you think about how much they get for plays on Spotify,
Sure.
artists are getting more money with selling
your album, truly, than they can on Spotify. It's a very small,
But with that said, the vinyl industry is very big and very backed up right now. So things are slow, but it's really, I mean, in such an instant gratification consumer world, you have to wait until a record's pressed. You have to wait until it's a whole process.
Yes.
And I think, I know most vinyl collectors and people that appreciate the industry, they understand that.
Sure.
So they know you can't, not everything is on vinyl, or they know that Taylor Swift's album is not going to be out on the deadline.
Right,
so
it's going to be a minute if you want that, something like that,
so
yes.
There's an understanding of just chilling out a little bit when it comes to
It's almost like a good thing that you have to.
Right.
Because you savor it so much more, right?
Yeah,
I finally do get to have it. I know, I have albums on order right now that I'm just like, I can't wait till that comes. And when it does come, I'm going to listen to it again and again and again and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so exciting.
Yeah.
But also, you do more than just records here. You have local makers, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been trying to be as encouraging to the art community and smaller businesses around here. I have a local candle company here in East York Street. She Hannah pours out of Canal Fulton, and she has lovely products. I'm putting out a holiday candle. Well, not a holiday. We're calling it a perennial candle.
Perennial candle.
For the shop for the season.
Yeah, awesome.
But doing stuff like that, I have a business owner coming in. She does like vintage, like thrifting kind of stuff.
Yes.
She's gonna come through the holidays, have a little pop up there, and
Very cool. So you're providing that space though too,
I'm
for someone to have
sure.
a storefront almost.
But when it comes to small business, I'm not competing with anybody in this area. I'm competing with them.
Yeah.
So when you gotta just be open, like with Leslie and Company, all of those things. We're working against that.
Sure, and that's what this whole downtown area is doing, really. Like, but you can see it. You can see the changes that are happening. You can see that things are happening down here, and it's really inspiring. It really is. And you do have a great relationship with so many local businesses that it's almost like that is your community. That is like so important to you.
Right.
We're on Erie Street, and besides Archbond, we got a really good connection there. But I'm just saying, like, and you're very integrated into the community in that.
Yeah, but it's all like low key, like just helping each other out, because when it comes down to it, I'm the only one responsible for this spot. So I know not to spread myself too thin and reach out for everything. But I can for sure share a photo from drinking coffee.
Yes.
It's a good idea to go drink coffee while I'm down here.
Yes, and that's like such a thing.
And
Like such a big deal.
It's free, and you're just
Word of mouth,
strengthening. You're just strengthening the dollar moving around.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I really do. And that's what we're doing this for, is, showcasing people that, like we've talked about before, is like we were just gone for 2 years and nobody was open, and you couldn't go in a storefront and have an experience and have the sensory that you do. Like, seriously, when we walked in here, you guys have to come here, because when we walked in here, I was like, it smells great. I love it. It's just a whole experience. And I mean, we got music vibing, and everything's just, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. And like, you'll have an experience like that in every shop that you enter. And so it's really cool. And I guess for most people that don't maybe know you're down here, what are your hours like? What do you
I'm here Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Friday 1 to 7, and then Saturday 3 to 7. But I am doing some holiday hours.
Okay.
It's not a busy area. There's not a lot of foot traffic. So I like
you're getting me now.
Please.
I'm hooked. I'm very interested. I'm like, oh, I'm just like, okay.
Well, I think we've
I'm gonna go broke here.
But we've gotten conditioned to ordering everything
Yes,
online,
yes.
which is fine, and that's how music gets moved around. But having a physical location is something that most bigger city. I mean, you go to Cleveland, there's a record shop in every corner, like not every neighborhood, but they work well together, and it's all wonderful. But to have a physical space to experience the music,
Yes.
and you know, I do use records, so like that is always evolving and changing.
And this is special because to have something like this in Maslin, it's unique.
There was a couple different record stores through the 70s, so they've always had one. It's just the first female-owned.
Oh, she's like, just so you know. Just saying. Well, end of interview. Let's just end it now. That was great. She's like, I'm just kind of a big deal. No,
Yeah.
that's great. No, it really is. That's awesome. And she's very, very proud of herself. And I say this in every single interview because every single time I am blown away by what people can do. Just with the fact that like it wasn't like this was easy.
No.
And
It's not every day is like, oh,
a grind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah, and I gotta stay ahead so we can get it, you know.
Yeah.
And so you're always pushing it. No, I really admire that, and it's like it takes a special kind of person to be that entrepreneur or to step up to the plate and go, okay, I'm willing to take a risk.
It's nice having a support and a partner and someone owning a small business.
Yes.
So
Yes.
my husband understands and knows how to support that, but in the same breath is letting me do this and letting me, you know, it's
How long have you guys been married?
I don't.
She's like, cut that out of the interview.
Like
Decade.
over a decade. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
She's like, long enough.
Yeah. We've been a strong team for a while.
That's great.
So,
You can definitely tell, and you can see it, and you can feel it. Like for both of your businesses, that's amazing. Okay, and then this is not necessarily the only job you have, though.
No. This
So-
doesn't pay bills.
Right? Do you want to tell everybody else what you do?
I am a hairstylist at Salon 3 in Canton, Ohio, over there by the Hall of Fame. It's a small Vegas salon, and if you know it, you know it.
Yeah.
We're a strong
People love
it.
it.
We love a Veda. That's another sensory thing.
Yes, people love
My
the
whole
smell.
adult life, I need
Yeah.
it to smell good. So yeah, I get a Veda there, and then
And then you come
shopping.
in here and have a great time too. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, is there? How can people find you if they're not from the area or?
I am on Facebook and Instagram. I started with TikTok. It's
We did too. It's rough.
Trying.
We're a little out of date on that. Like, just I feel like we missed our move. Like, or missed our
I mean, there's got to be a way to figure it out. But anyways,
every day.
yeah, I have merch online and I do gift cards online. Come the new year, I will be selling records online through Discogs, which is like a record database that you know, shop and support local shops with. So yeah, that's how you can find me. But I'm down here.
Is there anything else coming down the pipeline that maybe we didn't discuss that you're excited about?
Absolutely. December 6th here at the shop at 5:30. I'm hosting my first big meet and greet with an Atlantic Records up and coming artist. His name's Joe P. He is like a cool indie pop kind of dude. He's gonna do a little live set and
Really?
meet everybody and sign.
So you're gonna
some
have live
records.
music here,
Yes.
December 6th.
Yes.
What was his name?
Joe P. He's gonna be signing records
Wow.
and meeting fans, and he's pretty big on TikTok.
So maybe that'll
Yeah.
help
Yeah,
everyone
but
out.
it being my first thing, I really want to do a nice job with it.
Yeah.
Convince these people that maybe we should get some more of these events.
I
down
would
here.
agree. I would agree.
Little Maslin.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything that you want everyone to know before we sign off here?
Shop small. Just try it. That's all.
That's great. I think that's great. Well, and we really appreciate you sitting down with us. I know your schedule is bizarre because of everything, you know, but we really do. We appreciate what you're doing in the community, and we appreciate that you even exist in this area. So it's like, thank you for sitting down, taking the
Well,
time.
thanks
to
for coming out. I think it's great what you guys are doing.
Oh.
Trying to get the spread out there.
We certainly try.
Yeah,
We certainly
sure.
try. Well, until next time, guys. That's locally owned and locally grown.